Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Burdick, the reading coach. I want to take just a moment to show you how to do or create an Office 365 form that you can use as a survey to gather and document parent conferences this year. Remember, with Title I, unless we have documentation, it did not happen. So there are two ways that you can give me that documentation when I start to collect it in January, and that is to have parent signatures on a compact or to create a survey for parents to sign in and answer a question. Because when we think about utilizing Google Sheets, anybody can just sign their name, or I can even type in the name. There is not a documentation piece that really verifies that the person was in attendance. So Office 365, which is part of our Microsoft Office package, has Office forms in which we can utilize so that we can document those conferences. Now, the other piece of an Office 365 form is that it is confidential. So each person completing the form does not see any previous information. All right, let's go ahead and see how to create one. So I am going to share my screen. And then what you will need to do is go to the Polk County website, go to the hub, and then when it appears, there we go, right here you'll find Office 365. That's where that suite will be. Then you will pick your account, which is your school account. And then over here in the menu, click and go to Forms. All right, now I have some that I have created already, but I'm going to go ahead and start a new quiz so that I can show you how to begin a quiz and how to add the questions. So up in the left-hand corner, click New Quiz. And then I'm going to title my quiz. So you just click and we'll put Parent Conference Documentation. And then you can also put here sign in or whatever you want to put. You might want to put your class name. So I might put Burdick sign in so that I know which page it is and maybe even the year. And up here, actually, I would definitely put that 2021, 2022. All right, now I want to add a new question. So I'm going to click Add New. I want it to be a text question. And my first question that I want to put is, what is your name? Because who are we having the meeting with, right? Now, sometimes when you click, it might shake a minute. Don't worry about that. So I'm going to click here, make sure that it is a long answer. And then I'm going to go back and make sure that, so once you click it, click required. So they cannot move on until they answer that question. I'm going to do that for every one of the questions. So I'm going to move forward and add a new question. Text. I want to now know, what is the name of your student? Again, let's do long answer, and you'll notice that once you have that required, most of the time it's going to stay for the rest of your questions. Now, I want to ask a question about the compact because remember, for every parent conference, you need to reference the compact. That is the student responsibilities, the parent responsibilities, as well as the school responsibilities to help every student be successful. So on this one, I might ask, what part of the school compact do you, or I'm sorry, let me change that. Will you focus on with your student. And let's make this a longer answer. And again, it is required. And you can ask other questions of your families. Maybe what time would be a good time for you to meet? Is there a better email address or better phone number? Sometimes they're more apt to put it in this format than just on Dojo or in an email. Now, when you finish all the questions that you want to have, you can go back up to the top, and for any of the questions or even for my title, I can add pictures. I can put any kind of image there that might be friendly. Up here, you can also choose a theme. So for this one, I'm just going to pick a simple theme. So let me just do one that looks like, ooh, let's just do a pretty color. But you can do any of it. All right, and then let me move this so we can see it. And you can see the other ones that are here. All right, now I have my theme, and you can kind of see it back here. You can then preview. So this is how the parents will see it. And you can even see how it would look on their mobile device. So what I'm going to do is go back, and now let me show you how to share it with your families. So as you have the conference, and right now, of course, most are virtual, go ahead and share it through either a QR code, which you can get right here, or I like to shorten the URL and just copy the link. And now I can paste that in an email to the families. Now, let me show you when you do the responses, when you get responses, your responses. Now, I have nothing for this because it's brand new, but on this one here, then you will see in real time what the responses are, and you can open it in an Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to go back to my forms. And now you're going to see that this sits right here. So on yours, once you make it, and that's your most current, it will sit in this location. Now I'm going to open one from our staff development day so that you can see what it looks like when responses do come in. So I'm going to click that one open. And it says that I have 37 responses. So I'm going to click on responses. And I can see them here per question, so more details, they're going to be listed in this way. So you can see which parents or which family members have you met with. And then let's say I want to open in Excel. So I'm going to open this. Now I will tell you, I do a lot of formatting with the Excel spreadsheet because you will notice that you will want to wrap text. You will want to get rid of some of the actual columns because you're not, some people use this as an assessment. So you can get points and quiz feedback or give quiz feedback, but we're not going to do that here. So I'm going to just get rid of those. And how do you get rid of them? Is just like you do any Excel spreadsheet: highlight, delete, columns. All right, so you can see that you can then format this, and this will be the document once you format it that I will collect when I am collecting documentation for parent conferences. So let me just quickly remind you when you want to wrap text. So right here, I can't see the whole question, so I'm going to want to just click wrap text. So I will do that for all of these, and then I will then format it for the column width to make sure that I'm not taking up too much space. All right, let me come out of this one, and I want to show you one more feature with responses. So on the responses, not only will you have the name, but then here I can go back. Now, it doesn't give my ID, it gives the number. That is actual chronological on who completed the survey first, and I can get their answers here. But when you put it on the Excel spreadsheet, then you can see names attached to responses. All right, so let me come out of all of those. And let me just remind you that for parent conferences during the 2021-2022 school year, you must have the parent conference log that lists all of your students just one time, and we're only documenting one parent conference on that page, but you will meet at least 3 times with each family. Then you need to have one piece of documentation, and that can be the school compact signed by a family member, or it can be a survey or page. Now remember, Office 365 is only one survey option. You could do Survey Monkey, you could do, there's a plethora of other options out there. I prefer Office 365 because it is a part of our Microsoft suite that we get from the district. So it is free. I can make as many surveys as I need to. But remember, you just need to make one for your parent conferences and then use the same link each time that you meet with a family. I hope that this has been informative. And this is Mrs. Burdick out.